What's up, guys? My name's Cody, and this is another My Favorite Bets, this time for UFC Vegas 60. This is just a quick video, just going over my bets and picks real quick. If you want to see my full breakdown of every fight on the card, the video right before this, Wednesday night, go watch it. About a little under an hour of a full breakdown for every single fight on the card. Make sure you leave a like on this video, click subscribe, leave a comment below, and turn those post notifications on. I do these breakdowns for every single fight card. Let's get into it. First fight of the night, we got Nicholas Motta taking on Cameron Van Camp. I told you guys on my breakdown that I was really leaning on the dog, Cameron Van Camp. Both guys showed, they're coming off a loss, but I do think Van Camp, with his size, with his striking's pretty decent. I think he's actually got a little bit of a grappling advantage. And I think really Motta just is, he's got decent power, but I don't see a lot of the skills there. And he was a big favorite. I got Cameron Van Camp plus 175, and now after seeing him at the weigh-in, now that line's starting to come down. I'm glad I got in on it before that. He does have a big size advantage, as I knew he would. So I got Cameron Van Camp plus 175 straight. Next up, Tony Gravely versus Yavid Basharat. I completely stayed off this fight. Gravely, he's a live dog, but overall I had to take Basharat, but I'm not going to lay that chalk. Next fight, we got Maria Agapova, Jillian Robertson. Another complete stay away from me. If I had to pick, I'd go Robertson. Probably early sub, but I'm going to stay off that one as well. Trey Ogden versus Daniel Zellhuber. I got Daniel Zellhuber here. I got in on the line before it got crazy. And it was in the minus 250 range. Minus 260, but now he's all the way at minus 330 or something like that. Could be even getting worse on some books. Wouldn't want to lay that, but minus in the middle 200s, but I think that line is completely gone. Then you'd probably you might just want to stay away at this point. Yeah, he's even minus 350 on some books. If you got him earlier in the week, good job. Otherwise, at this point, Ian might want to stay off. But I do think he's got Ogden beat basically everywhere. Loma Lookboonmee, Denise Gomez. I got Loma Lookboonmee probably by decision, but I did not bet that. Zellhuber, I haven't parlayed up, by the way. I'll tell you who with later on in a second. Trevin Giles, Louis Koske. Another complete stay away from me, man. Just too many X factors. Koske has had a decent layoff. Hopefully he's improved that cardio. That was his big hole. All his wins are in the first round. The one time he got extended, he lost. Giles coming off some tough fights, some tough losses, but I don't know. He's a better all-around fighter, but I just don't know where he's at right now. Just a stay away from me. Next up, Damon Jackson, Pat Sabatini. I got Pat Sabatini, man. I know he's not a world beater like some people think he is, and Damon Jackson's pretty legit, but he really struggled with Argueta. Did he sleep on him a little bit? Did he think he had him out? Did he kind of pull a Jake Collier and just kind of overestimate him or underestimate him? It's possible, but I did not like the performance. I know he's better than that performance, but I still think Pat Sabatini is the guy. Might be a little bit smaller. I saw off the weigh-ins, but I'm still confident in my bet. I think Pat Sabatini will take it. Probably by decision, but I just took him straight in the parlay. Next up, Anthony Hernandez, Marc-Andre Barriault. I got Anthony Hernandez. I think he's a little bit more technical everywhere. The only thing that scares me is Marc-Andre's toughness and durability and his cardio, but I think Anthony Hernandez should get it done. He's better everywhere, but the line indicates that. I'm not going to lay that. Low-level heavyweight fight here, Tanner Boser, Rodrigo Nascimento. Not one I'd be wanting to bet, especially considering I do have Boser, but I would not be wanting to lay that chalk. Next up, we got Alan Amadovsky taking on Joseph Pyfer. I'm glad I got in on Pyfer earlier in the week because that line is getting absolutely steamed. I do have Pyfer straight in a parlay. I'll talk about with who in a bit, but I do like that bet. I think he's going to finish Amadovsky. Now you got Amadovsky not looking good on the scales. That only makes me even more confident. Next up, Andre Fili taking on Bill Algeo. I got this fight to go the distance parlayed up, and I also took Andre Fili. I think if he uses his wrestling, he can really, make that line look, like he should have been even bigger favorite. I just feel like, slight favorite for Fili. I like that. Algeo on the feet is going to give him some trouble with his volume, but Fili, I just think he's a little bit more technical everywhere, especially in the wrestling. The jiu-jitsu is going to be close, but if he's on top, I think he can avoid the subs. He just needs to use that wrestling, and he's got it. Speaking of using the wrestling, I have Gregory Rodriguez as plus 105 underdog. I just feel like as long as Chidi doesn't knock him out cold, Gregory should win. I'm really praying Gregory doesn't just go out there and brawl, because we have seen him do that in the past. He's such a good grappler. If he uses grappling in this fight, we've seen Chidi get taken down. We've seen him get smothered. I think Gregory can do exactly that. I think he's better than some of the people who have done that to Chidi in the past. So I'm going to go with Gregory, especially as an underdog, but could Chidi knock him out? It's very possible. In the main event, Corey Sandhagen versus Song Yadong. I got Corey Sandhagen, as you all know. Song Yadong's super legit. It's a tough matchup, man. Corey only fights absolute killers. We went over that in my breakdown. I mean, literally look at his last opponents. It's crazy. And coming off 2 losses, the UFC did not do him any favors, giving him such a tough fight. But I do think Corey's footwork, his speed, his length is going to give Song Yadong issues. I think he's just going to throw a little bit more, do a little bit more. I don't think there's going to be a knockout. I played the overs in this fight. I played fight completes 2 rounds in 2 different parlays. I did fight completes 3 rounds in a parlay. I don't think I took I've looked at some extended overs, and then I just took Corey straight. So let's get into the exact bets real quick. I got Andre Fili minus 128. I got Gregory Rodriguez. Actually, that was plus 108 for Gregory Rodriguez, not plus 105. I got Joseph Pyfer parlayed up with Corey Sandhagen, and that got me plus 106. Minus 106. Minus 106. Next up, I got Cameron Van Camp plus 175, and now let's get into these parlays. I got Bilal Jail, Andre Fili go the distance, parlayed up with Corey versus Song Yadong, completes 2 rounds, and that got me minus 112. I got Daniel Zellhuber parlayed up with Corey Sandhagen versus Song Yadong, completes 3 rounds, and that got me minus 115. And then I got Pat Sabatini parlayed up with Corey Sandhagen, completes 2 rounds. That one gave me minus 114. Next up, I got one more parlay. It is gonna be Pyfer parlayed up with Corey Sandhagen, and that is gonna get me minus 111. So that's where I'm at right now. So that'll do it for my bets so far. Hopefully you like the video. Hopefully you follow these bets and we make some money. Corey Sandhagen parlayed up once, the overs in that main event. Couple straight bets. For that main event, I really just like those overs. Those were some of my favorite bets on the entire card. Make some money. Enjoy the fights. I'm going to be live on Twitch for them. The link's going to be in the caption below. See you next week. Peace.